Okay, sit rep. I managed to escape the Zeds. I got free of their clutches. The moon went down, the sun came up, and they all seemed to dissipate. That's the good news. The bad news, however, I was wearing more of them than I think they were wearing of themselves. And so I kinda had to ditch most of my clothes. They were soaked in blood. But that's okay. Yeah, I know a trick or two. They used to call me Mad Old Burt, that's for sure. Always preparing for an apocalypse that would never come. But they were wrong. And I was right. And so, where does that leave us? Well, thankfully, I learned in all of my preparation how to weave our own body armor. But I do need a little bit of wood first. This way we can weave the threads and sew the wood into the lining. And I'll admit, it doesn't look pretty, but it'll do the job. And by applying that same logic, we can get an axe. Then it's just a case of chipping away at a tree and hatching through a stone. Thankfully, I managed to get a good bit of timber off of there. And that thick branch will be just what I need to bash in some skulls. But that's if we even let them get close. Because I managed to find a good old branch that was thick, strong, and sturdy, and we could take a bit of that weaving thread that we used earlier on and make ourselves a bit of a primitive bow. It certainly ain't pretty, but it'll get the job done. And with a few of these here feathers, I could fashion myself some rudimentary arrows. Now, I did have a cabin somewhere out this way. The question becomes, can I actually remember whereabouts it is? Now, would you look at this? Some good old animal bones. These are actually really good, as you can sharpen these down to a really nasty point. Well, would you look at this? It's another one of these undead freaks. This time I'm a little bit more or less prepared for you, but I know exactly how to take you down. Yeah, she's the 5th victim that I've put down so far. There seems to be less out here than there was back at that town I was in. You know, if I had any of those guns that I had before, the M16, the Enfield rifle, the 50 cal, I'd put all of these son of a guns to rest. But I don't. I really, really don't. Well, let's find my cabin. Well, that looks like the place for sure. We must assume that the perimeter has been breached. There were too many Zeds last night for this just to be a fluke. We will approach with caution. If we can keep the high ground, them son of a guns won't be able to climb easily. But we need to ensure that we proceed with caution. And aim well and true. Oh, this place is already falling apart. It's been a hot minute since I've been up this way. Yep, we got some of the undead. I am Burt Remmington. Hear me, rah, you rah. Now we'll keep quiet. See if there's any more undead in here. Well, it seems that I've disturbed his meal. Yeah, looks like we got a few more of them in here. Just put them all down. Well, aside from that, I'd say that we are clear. Although I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about going down here. I've seen them back in the city, just hoarding in basements. Now, someone's been here. The safe still looks secure, but I didn't leave ammo and food out, that's for sure. Oh, I can hear the groanings of something that's not living. There he is! There's one down. Second one down. Thankfully, the storm cellar still works. Now, what supplies did I leave behind? Yeah, some 7.62. I remember there being a lot more. Some pears, or a lot more food than that when I was last here. Somebody has been here. Look, they've opened up my crate. Well, at least they left me a magazine to read. Oh, I noticed they took the other ones, though. Thankfully, they weren't able to pry into my shotgun stuff, so I never opened this when I ordered it. Yeah. I want a refund. Would now be a bad time to say that I just don't remember what combination I used. I tried my ex-wife's birthday. I tried my favorite gun serial number. I've tried a few things, and gonna have to find another way into my safe. Nevertheless, I am stating my claim to my own land. Stash away what we've managed to find so far. Except this picture, we'll put this picture up on the wall. You know, they used to call me Crackpot Burt. Oh, back in the day. Preparing for an apocalypse that would never happen. But now he's laughing. But I wasn't alone. It wasn't just me. There were families all up and down the western seaboard. And the eastern. And the northern. We were all over the world. Ready, prepared. One of these guys, his name was Wrecked, and he said when the apocalypse comes knocking, he'll be the one to offer out work. So I'm gonna go and see if he's got any jobs that we can tackle. Because that's the one thing with the apocalypse. There ain't no governments. There's no medical facilities. There's nothing to keep you safe. It's all about what you and I can do to survive together. Like putting down the undead that keep getting back up. And I don't know what's causing the virus. Whether it's a parasite, chemical warfare. What I do know is my grandma cured everything with a bit of honey. And boy, did she make a mean honey pumpkin pie for sure. Never did have a cold for more than 48 hours when she was around. But sadly, we buried her back in '06. Well, would you look at that. Wrecked feeds. I knew this guy would have survived. Tough son of a gun family these were. And they never did secure their stuff. I'm definitely having his anvil. Now, I used to always let people stay in these cabins, but they always left food over, and Wrecked, well, he just left it lying around. So I'll have it. Come the apocalypse, food is gonna be everything. Well, if it isn't the slimy Rex. You guys always seem to survive one way or another. They're like the cockroaches of the world.
Yeah, kid. Picture you putting out. I'm here doing the community a solid. Folks come to me when they need goods. I hook them up with other people. Keep the community alive, you know. It all runs through me.
Yeah, and I bet you take a tidy profit from each.
Well, kid. Sometimes it's about clearing out a POI. Other times it's about getting paid. And on the weekends it's about something else that rhymes with that. What can I do for you?
These jobs you talk about. Got any going? They pay, right?
I've always got jobs, kid. Every day of the week. From sun up to sundown. I don't just hand them out to anybody. You see, folks, they pay me good dukes. And I pass well. Some of them on to you. I keep a little bit for myself, you know. Broker for you and all. But how do I know that you're worthy? That you can go out there and you can get those goods and bring them back? How do I know that you're reliable? Honest? Tell you what. Go out on a dummy run for me. I've got some supplies buried in a hole somewhere out there. Here's a shovel. You take that, you look at those, and then we'll talk about the more advanced jobs. The ones that pay more. The ones that show you the good loot.
Alright, I'll go and get your supplies. I told you he was a slimy old git. Always working an angle, that guy. Anyway, he said the supplies were out south. He said to look out for some sort of beacon that he put down. He marked the spot. Well, I'm guessing this is it. Time to dig up his stupid supplies. Well, what's he got and stashed out here? Some moldy bread, some murky water, and that must have been a pork chop at one point. It ain't so good anymore. Oh, and of course, the undead army are called in. Well, I'm nothing as if capable of putting them down. Well, if not capable of putting them down, I should say. Right, let's go and deliver this direct, prove our worth. Maybe you'll trust us with the big jobs. Yeah, there you are. You really sent me out there for some water that's gone bad and a sandwich that's got more mold than a moldy spot.
Yeah, just wanted to see if you were trustworthy, kid. If you brought it back, you can keep the sandwich and keep the water. Hand me that there box of White River supplies.
Okay. Now tell me, these jobs, what you got for me?
Well, it ain't that simple, kid. This is how it works around here. I got different levels of trust. Different tiers. You earned your stripes. You got your first one. There's a few small communities out there. You know, mum and kid, pop and brother. Those kind of people. Little jobs that they want done. Gas stations needing clearing out. Grocery stores up for the looting. They're a very specific kind of shopping list they want. You bring me back what they need, or you keep the rest. And dukes are what matter now. They're the only currency worth trading in. They're a way to localize everything, kid. I pay you in dukes, you pay me in dukes. They pay me in dukes, I pay them in dukes. It keeps things going. Think of it as I owe you one, than a currency. Let me talk to my people. I'll see what local jobs I've got. Come back in the morning, and I'll have a few lined up. Complete them. Show me you're capable of it. And I'll start talking to the bigger communities, the ones with firepower, the ones really taking a stand against this apocalypse. and we'll see just what we can work out in the future. Now get out of here. I don't want you anymore. Oh, and kid, don't forget this.
Well, he did give me this shotgun bundle here. What's inside? Yeah, some shotgun shells. And a pipe shotgun. This isn't a shotgun, it's a glorified potato gun. I've shot BBs that look better than this. Well, might as well at least make sure that it's loaded. Full auto, 24 rounds a minute. That's what I had back in Nezagane, the night the apocalypse began. Cut through all of the mother humpers, every single one of them. Until I didn't. Until it went click, 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 click. And now I'm down to a glorified potato gun. Well, I suppose it does the job. Let's just reload it again. Well, I've managed to make it back here to the cabin. I think I'm gonna hold up through the night here. Maybe clear it out, tidy it up a little bit. And then we can see Rex about those jobs in the morning. Burt Remmington. Journal entry 001. Last night, the apocalypse happened. The dead rose back up, and they came to claim me. They came in hordes of hundreds. I fought with everything I had, until nothing was left. I managed to escape Nezagane and headed north towards my cabin. I made it here, but the place was overrun. Looks like somebody tore through here before. My supplies were all messed up. Most of what I left was gone. But nevertheless, I survived. I'm alive. My guns are lost. My neighbors, probably dead. Friends, don't have any. Somewhere along the lines, I feel that I was denied critical, need-to-know information that may have helped me survive. Either way, it's 10 o'clock and the moon hasn't turned red tonight. I feel like I'm safe, if only for a little while. I've got a lot of work to do. There's no governments. There's no authority. There's just me, Wrecked, and the hundreds of homeless out there. I'm gonna need a way to keep hydrated, food to put in my belly, but most importantly, ammunition to stock my guns. It's gonna be a long road, but this is only day one. I'll check in tomorrow night, and if you don't find Journal 002, then I'm one of the undead. Well, I tore through this place. Whoever was here before, they didn't leave us much behind. I did manage to find some bolt cutters, they could come in handy, and just a few nails here and there. The kitchen was completely bare. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. Think I'm gonna have a can of miso. My last jar of water. Well, it might not be the comfiest of places, but I'm gonna sleep with my feet facing the door. Hopefully get some shut-eye as we prepare for whatever Rex has in store for us tomorrow. It's 0300. I've had a couple of hours sleep. I'm feeling rested, but my stomach is growling, and I'm hungry. I've got one tin of pears to my name, and, well, let's be real, it ain't gonna last very long. We need to head into town, we need to find some supplies. But Rex, he has a bunch of these jobs for all these other communities out there that we could possibly take part in. So I do want to go and see him. It's not quite dawn yet, but I'm hoping by the time we reach Rex, the sun will be nice and high in the sky. Look at that. Right on time. Sup? What you got for me today?
Well, there's all the details that you need to know. There's an old residence. There used to be a family there. They've since moved on. The Zeds got their scent, and they're coming in for the attack. Whatever you find, it's yours to keep. You can have whatever you get. Just make sure that you put down every single one of them undead before you come back here. Come back safe and sound, and I'll pay you in dukes and give you a little bonus too.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Defending an area against a wave of Zeds that we know is incoming, it does sound suicidal, to be honest. But I need food, and I need hydration, and I ain't gonna faint it out here by the roadside. So let's go check out this residence and see what we can do. I do have that one sandwich from yesterday. Last time I had something this old, it gave me freaking dysentery. Here's hoping. Down the hatch it goes. Well, this is the place. There were a group of survivors held up here up until recently. They moved on, but the Zeds do seem to have their scent. I want to check this place first, make sure nobody's taking up residence here. You know, the undead kind. They had a pretty nice setup here. It was a bit small. I wonder if that's why they moved on. Oh, they did leave a snake for me. I'll have the meat for sure. Yep, it definitely looks like we got some of the undead kind here. Oh, he got me good, he got me good. Oh man, patch that up, patch that up, patch that up. I'm bleeding. These freaking... I tell you, it's like they turn undead and their nails grow 10 inches. It's nasty. Found where that snake came from. Yeah, look, somebody was sleeping inside. Some wanted posters. I wonder if they were looking for somebody and that's why they left. Maybe they found their scent. Oh, bless their cotton socks. A can of stock. That's better than the sandwich. Yeah, we got more undead up here. Thankfully, this bone knife is doing the work. Yeah, a lot of wanted posters here. Well, this is our room that we peeked in. They left a duffel bag behind. Yeah, just some pickled corn. What about in here? Oh, they left a car. Oh, I hear someone, I hear someone. Oh, there he is, put out of his misery. Yeah, I'll check these in just a second. More food, that couldn't come at a better time. Unfortunately, it does come with a couple of guards. Alright, let's take these out. There's 3 of them in here. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Oh, they were definitely butchering something here. Okay, let's do a quick wrap up of the supplies. Some iron, that'll certainly be useful. What about in here? Just some soya beans. Yeah, a little bit of murky water here. That's okay. I don't mind boiling that stuff. Although we are going to need some kind of pot for that. I just can't do it. Oh, some charred meat. I mean, it's charred. It still looks pretty good. I would certainly favor it over an old moldy sandwich. Yeah, no first aid bandages. We did get a normal bandage. Yeah, some dog food. You know, it surprisingly doesn't taste as bad as you would think. I've had it a time or two. When you're preparing for the apocalypse, you got to be prepared for everything. You know, it looks like they left in a bit of a hurry because they didn't even open this Shamway food crate. Some peas in there. That's not really what we want. Peas and dog food for tea, it looks like. It looks like that's what we're having for sure. Yeah, they left a bandage behind. That'll replenish the one that we lost. And what's this? Ooh, landmines trigger 2 seconds slower. I remember learning that trick a few years back. Always good to be reminded of it. Okay, I'm a little bit parched, so we'll drink the black tea. And now what we've got is to fortify the area. Okay, we've got this generator. We'll place that down. Oh, I start to see them coming in. That's 1. That generator is producing a lot of noise. It is drawing him in. Maybe we weren't here to clear out. Maybe we're here to be the diversion while they get away. I don't know. It's above my pay grade at the minute. I just do what I'm told. Oh yeah, we got quite a lot of them coming in now, look. Alrighty, I'm going to stay out here. I'm going to stay out where there's a lot of space. I survived in Nazigain simply by avoiding them. Staying in a wide open space, prevent being caught in tight quarters. But that's how we do it, and I can use these defenses to my advantage. Yeah, we should invest in some of this around our cabin. But hush, don't tell Rect. It seems to be doing our job for us. Oh god, those bloody nails, I tell you. Nasty things. They get right into the skin. They just tear you apart in seconds. So far, I've managed to take out a dozen of them. And I think this will mark the 15th one. Now I've already let these things chase me out of my home once. I'm gonna put down as many as I can. I think she's the last one. Nope. We've got 2 more over here caught in the confines of a simple home life. Location secure. It seems that everybody got out. The Zeds are dealt with. I took out the 15 you asked for, and then I put down everyone else that was there as well.
Yeah, keep going, kid. Tell you what. Take that there shovel I gave you yesterday. Go out there and get me some more supplies. I promise you. These ones are the good stuff. The ones lead you on again.
They better be. They better be. Time to start digging. Okay, he said this one was going to be better than the last. It's marginally better. But it looks as though we aren't the only cats out here for the treasure. Well, that's the 3rd one down. Let's go and give this back to Rect. Although, what a wicked drink to be, you know. Dadrick's Island Breeze. Man, this stuff is strong. You weren't kidding about that. That stuff was pretty good. Got a bit of food and nice stiff drink.
What did you expect, kid? That one gonna lead you astray, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, and your first strike, you get a little bit of a reward. Hey, look, Another job just come in on the way if you're interested.
Yeah, still got a bit of time to kill today. What you thinking?
There's a bonus market up the way. Bit of a defensive mission. They just need you to hold the perimeter. That's all. Take out the undead, just like you did earlier on. You do that, and pay you out. Oh, and as a bonus, come loot the place if you like. Whatever you find, it's yours. Don't need note. Don't want note. Just defend that location and report back.
Alrighty, will do, sir. Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit, Rect. Well, I did grab a drink off of Rect before I left. It didn't feel like having something stiff and strong this early in the day. Right, where's this place he was talking about? No, he said it was just down the way. This looks like the place, Bow's Market. Right, this is the place. First things first, we need to clear the area. I do want to keep a lookout for something that we can boil this murky water in. The cream corn, that ain't gonna do it. Looks like this place already has occupants. Another one in the bedroom. He had a backpack on him. Look at that, a little bit of brass, ranger's guide to archery. Hey, a little secret to crafting explodable arrows. You won't catch me saying no. Looks like it leads underground. There's another one of the undead freaks. He didn't win 3 world championships for nothing, you know. Mind you, that was a while back. Another site of the undead. Make sure that we check behind every door, and that's the reason why. Oh, I was a little bit clunky there, woke him up. He is put down. Food stash. Yeah, another black tea, some cat food to go with that dog food. We'll be eating like a king tonight. Well, the front of the store looks clean. Never mind. I can hear them groaning. Let's get the front door open. There he is, though, coming down from the attic. We'll put him down. Yeah, and this one too. Now, Reg did say that we could loot the place and keep whatever we find. I see why now. Place has been overrun. Yeah, someone left an airbrush behind, but they didn't leave a cooking pot behind. Even the medicine cabinet's been raided. Well, the coast still seems clear. By my count, we still got a couple more minutes. I want to check up here. Yeah, more sights of the undead. Yeah, look, we got them here. But we'll put them down like we've put the rest of them down. Yeah, looks like somebody was camped out up here, look. We got the sleeping bag, we got a box, we got the medical supplies. Well, what they didn't use, we certainly will. A medical journal. Yeah. I was hoping for some sort of first aid. But I'll take the iced tea. Again, another unopened delivery. Some more tea, some chicken soup. At least we're getting a little bit of food. What about some shotgun shells? I will always say yes to more, yes. That'll go in our little potato gun that we've got here. There's some first aid. The art of mining blackstrap coffee, the recipe for that. Oh man, my grandpa used to make that kind of stuff. Nasty stuff. It has a real kick to it. Okay, they're here. The mission is simple. We need to take out 30 of them. I'm going to hold my ground right here. At the front. I see them coming in. They all seem to be moving in from the west. The east is clear. South, clear. Yeah, we got them all around. We need to be careful. Go in for the stab. Pull back. We are faster than them. Plan is to try and go for the straddlers. Yeah, they're moving in from the south now. Oh, I am so grateful that these guys are slow. Oh no. Stunned. Ah, that one caught me right around the freaking temple. Ah, I can feel his fingernail. Oh, right down the face. Ah, I think I swallowed a bit of his blood. Right, there's the 30 that Rex wants. But I ain't about to leave this horde here. Yeah, some of these are real tough son of a guns. Just stay there a minute. Yeah, I need to have some cat food. I was saving this for supper, but I'm peckish. So let a shotgun rip. Vaporization. Okay, I've strengthened the bone knife again. Yeah, now it's working a real treat. And she is the last one. We stood our ground. We fought valiantly. I need to get back to the cabin. I need to get some honey. I'm hoping Grandma's old trick still works. Well, wrecked. I feel like I was denied critical, need-to-know information. You said there were some zombies approaching Bow's Market. That was a frickin' horde. There was like 30 of them. You didn't tell me that before I left.
Yeah, calm down, kid. It's fine, it's fine. I just wanted to see how you could handle the pressure. Now I know that you're good. Clear a few more jobs for me. I trust you with the higher paying stuff. These mom and pop's communities are running around now. These little jobs, they ain't what it's all about, kid. There's so much more. But I just can't go giving them out to anybody and everybody can now and then. I need to make sure that those that I send out on the higher end tiers those things got come back. So I just wanted to see how you held up.
I fought in Nazigain wrecked. I emptied my entire arsenal into those Zeds. I am more than capable of handling a few stragglers out here. Anyway, place is clear, both markets secure, and, well, I guess thanks for the food.
See, you're warming up to me, laddie. You are warming up to me. You like me. You like me.
No, I don't. I really, really don't. But you're the only place I can find work these days.
Yeah, I better keep yin to myself then.
Who?
Never mind that, laddie. Look, one more task for you today. I need some more supplies digging up. Bury it out back, take the shovel, and go and get them. There's a little bit of food and drink and maybe a magazine in it for you, yeah?
So let me get this right. I'm no longer zombie bait. I'm now errand boy.
These supplies are for you as well, kid. Bit of food, bit of water. You ain't gonna make it long without it.
Yeah. Don't I frickin' know it. I'll be back.
Hey, kid, come back. That cut on your face looks quite nasty. Here, have a jar of honey. Throw that down the house and you'll be safe. Honey cures everything, you know.
Well, it looks like I'm back out here digging holes. What's the old geezer buried this time? Yeah, at least we've got some more food. He did live up to his bargain. Let's go and hand his stuff back. Well, here's your damn supplies.
Oh, kid, you did well. Thanks. Here's your reward, like I promised you.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Hey, kid, just a second. Come back here. Listen up. A while back, I had this nice bottle of bourbon. 1886 blue label, you know. Good stuff. Cost me a pretty penny. I buried it in a crate out there. Suppose you won't go and fetch it, will you? Tell you what, buried some other good stuff with it. That's yours for the keeping. I just won my bourbon.
You know what? You caught me in a charitable mood. I'll do it. Well, it's starting to get late, that's for sure. The sun is setting. It's about 1900 hours. I figure I've got just enough time to dig up this bourbon, get it back to him. I want to get into that higher tiered stuff, you know. He keeps talking about the better jobs. I don't want to keep wearing this primitive gear forever. One more hole it is. Bourbon and milk? I feel like I have been lied to.
Oh, kid, I'm sorry. I remember the second you left. That's where I left my milk. Oh, it's long life. Do you get the bourbon?
Yeah, I got the bourbon. But I can't help feel like I was led a little bit astray. Milk really wrecked. Okay, it's too funny.
I tell you what, though. You come back tomorrow, maybe I'll make it up to you.
Well, how about you just pour me a glass of that there bourbon and we call ourselves even? Sound like a plan?
Yeah, I don't share my bourbon with nobody. But I suppose a glass won't hurt. Here you go.
You know, if you don't laugh at the funny side of the apocalypse, you'll just drown your sorrows in bourbon all night. Well, belly's warmed. I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed. But I got a few more jobs I want to take care of tonight. I'm gonna head back to the cabin. So first things first, tear out the sink. And then with a little jiggery pokery, we can throw down one of these here barrels. And that should be able to collect us some water. Yeah, it'll take a little while, and we might need a little bit of rain. But at least hydration is somewhat sorted. Burt Remmington, journal entry 002. It seems this community isn't as bustling as I believed. This morning I was tasked with securing a small outpost. There was a family that was stationed there, but it seems that they left in a hurry. My job was to take out any Zeds that may be following their trail. I can't help but think that I was given as little information as possible. When I got there, there were wanted posters on the wall, remains scattered all over the place. It seemed more like I was the distraction, and I was even given a generator. I can only assume at this time that it is above my pay grade to know the true answers. But I'm working my way up. I'm building trust with Rekt and the community. I've mainly been digging supplies up today. It's been grunt work, but honestly, it's better than getting trapped in a building with those Zeds. The undead are relentless at times. Speaking of that, he did give me a lead on a Bow's market, one that hadn't really been ransacked all that badly. I were able to pick up a few supplies. It wasn't much, but it was more than I was hoping for. The bad news? Rex said there was a small horde on the way. He didn't tell me there was at least 30 of the son of a guns. Nevertheless, I put each and every one of them down. Even got to share bourbon with Rex afterwards.
Now don't you even think about moving. We've been watching you, Mr. Burt Remmington. And we've got a few things to talk about today. Yes, we do.